Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. There is something inside you, something greater than you have ever imagined. It's not in your hands. It's not in your feet. It's not in your wallet. It's in your mind. The mind is the foundation of everything we do, everything we become, and everything we achieve. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. The way you think determines the way you live. A strong, disciplined mind leads to a powerful and purposeful life, while a weak, doubtful mind creates barriers that keep you from reaching your full potential. What we believe about ourselves becomes our truth. If you think you are limited, you will live a limited life. If you think you are capable, you will rise to new heights. This is why it is crucial to guard your mind, to feed it with thoughts that empower rather than thoughts that diminish. The words we speak to ourselves, the thoughts we entertain, and the beliefs we hold on to shape our destiny in ways we don't always realize. Success is not just about talent or resources. It is about mindset. A person with a strong mind can take failure and turn it into fuel. A person with a weak mind will take the same failure and use it as an excuse to stop trying. Every great achievement starts in the mind. The vision you hold, the goals you set, and the dreams you chase are all born in your thoughts. History is filled with stories of people who defied odds, broke barriers, and changed the world, not because they had everything handed to them, but because they refused to let their minds be defeated. They believed in their purpose. They trained their thoughts to focus on solutions rather than problems. And they pressed forward, even when circumstances told them to quit. But just as the mind can be our greatest asset, it can also be our greatest enemy if left unchecked. Fear, doubt, negativity, these are the things that poison the mind and keep us from reaching our destiny. If you allow fear to take root in your mind, it will paralyze you. If you allow doubt to linger, it will steal your confidence. If you allow negativity to dominate, it will cloud your vision. This is why you must be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Surround yourself with people who inspire you. Fill your thoughts with words that uplift you, and focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Your destiny is not determined by where you start. It is determined by how you think. You can come from nothing and build an empire. You can face setbacks and still rise. You can experience loss and still find purpose. But it all begins with your mindset. When you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your future. So train your mind, strengthen your thoughts, and believe in the greatness within you. Because once your mind is set, nothing can stop you from stepping into the destiny that is waiting for you. The greatest battle we will ever fight is not against people, circumstances, or external forces. It is within our own minds. Every success and every failure begin in the mind. The thoughts we allow to take root shape our actions, influence our emotions, and ultimately determine our destiny. It is not always the physical obstacles that hold us back, but the mental barriers we create for ourselves. Fear, doubt, insecurity, and negativity are some of the strongest enemies we will ever face. And they do not come from the outside, they come from within. Life presents challenges to everyone. Some people rise above them, while others are crushed under their weight. The difference is not in the difficulty of the battle, but in the mindset of the person facing it. A strong mind sees obstacles as opportunities, while a weak mind sees them as reasons to quit. When faced with hardship, one person may say, "I can't do this," while another says, "This is tough, but I will find a way." The battle is not in the situation. It is in how the mind chooses to respond. Fear is one of the biggest weapons in this mental battle. It whispers lies that make you doubt your potential, question your worth, and hesitate when you should take action. Fear magnifies problems, making them seem bigger than they are. It keeps you stuck in comfort zones, afraid to take risks, afraid to fail, afraid to believe that more is possible. But fear is just an illusion. It only has power when you give in to it. The moment you decide to face it head on, it loses its grip. Doubt is another enemy that fights hard in the mind. It makes you second guess yourself, convincing you that you are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. Doubt creeps in when things don't go as planned, when setbacks happen, when progress feels slow. But doubt is a thief. It steals confidence, kills dreams, and keeps people from stepping into their purpose. The way to defeat doubt is through belief, believing in yourself, in your purpose, and in the possibilities ahead of you. Negativity is a silent killer in the mind. It starts small, like a single negative thought, but if left unchecked, it grows and spreads. Negative thoughts create a negative life. They shape how you see yourself, how you see the world, and how you interact with others. If your mind is full of negativity, you will find reasons to complain instead of reasons to be grateful. But just as negativity can be planted, so can positivity. When you feed your mind with positive thoughts, uplifting words, and empowering beliefs, you build mental strength that can withstand any battle. Winning the battle in the mind requires awareness, discipline, and persistence. It means taking control of your thoughts, replacing fear with courage, doubt with confidence, and negativity with hope. When you master your mind, you master your life. And when the battle in the mind is won, nothing can stand in your way. The way you see the world determines how you experience it. Two people can go through the same situation and come out with completely different results. Not because the situation was different, but because their perspective was. Perspective is powerful. It can turn a setback into a setup, a failure into a lesson, and a challenge into an opportunity. It is not what happens to you that defines your future. It is how you choose to see it. Life is full of ups and downs, victories and struggles, joys and pains. No one is exempt from difficulties, but what separates those who rise above from those who stay stuck is their perspective. When some people face hardship, they see it as the end, while others see it as the beginning of something new. Some see obstacles as barriers, while others see them as stepping stones. The difference is not in the reality of the situation, but in the mindset of the person going through it. Many times, people get trapped not because they lack ability, but because they have the wrong perspective. If you believe that you are powerless, you will act powerless. If you believe that your situation is impossible, you won't even try to change it. But the moment you shift your perspective, everything changes. Instead of seeing problems, you start seeing solutions. Instead of focusing on what you lack, you start focusing on what you can do with what you have. History is full of people who changed their lives by changing their perspective. There are individuals who were told they would never succeed, yet they refused to accept that as their reality. They saw obstacles as challenges to overcome, rather than reasons to give up. They chose to believe in their potential even when no one else did. That shift in perspective allowed them to break barriers, defy expectations, and achieve greatness. Perspective also affects how we see people. Some people look at others and immediately judge them based on their past, their struggles, or their mistakes. But a different perspective sees beyond the surface. It looks for potential instead of flaws, possibilities instead of failures. When we change the way we see people, we develop empathy, understanding, and the ability to inspire others instead of tearing them down. Even in everyday life, perspective plays a major role. Some people wake up every day feeling burdened by life, while others wake up feeling grateful for another chance. Some complain about what they don't have, while others appreciate what they do have. The circumstances may be similar, but the experience is completely different because of perspective. Changing your perspective doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to see beyond limitations, beyond temporary struggles, and beyond negative voices. It means training your mind to look for possibilities, to find hope in difficult situations, and to believe that better days are ahead. When you change your perspective, you change your world. And when you change your world, you open the door to a life full of purpose, strength, and endless possibilities. Your mind is the gateway to your future. The way you think determines how far you will go in life. If your mind is stuck in the past, you will stay in the past. If your thoughts are small, your life will be small. But when your mind is renewed, your entire world begins to shift. A renewed mind unlocks new levels of growth, success, peace, and purpose. The moment you change how you think, you change how you live. Many people remain stuck, not because they lack opportunities, but because they refuse to renew their minds. They hold on to old ways of thinking, old habits, and old perspectives that no longer serve them. They let fear dictate their choices, doubt steal their confidence, and negativity limit their potential. But you cannot step into something new while holding on to the old. You cannot move forward while clinging to a mindset that keeps you stagnant. Transformation begins when you decide to let go of limiting beliefs and embrace a renewed way of thinking. A renewed mind is a mind that refuses to settle. It is a mind that is open to growth, learning, and new possibilities. Instead of focusing on what is impossible, it looks for solutions. Instead of dwelling on failures, it sees lessons. Instead of being controlled by fear, it moves forward with faith. People who renew their minds do not allow circumstances to define them. They define their circumstances. They understand that setbacks are temporary and that their mindset determines their outcome. One of the most powerful things about renewing your mind is that it allows you to see yourself differently. Many people struggle not because they lack talent or ability, but because they do not believe in themselves. They have been told they are not enough, that they cannot succeed, that their past defines them. But a renewed mind rejects those lies. It embraces confidence, self-worth, and the belief that anything is possible. When you see yourself differently, you act differently. And when you act differently, you create different results. Renewing your mind also unlocks new levels of peace and joy. So many people are weighed down by stress, worry, and anxiety, not because their problems are bigger than everyone else's, but because their minds are focused on the wrong things. A renewed mind chooses gratitude over complaining, faith over fear, and purpose over distractions. It understands that true peace is not found in perfect circumstances, but in a mindset that chooses to see the good even in difficult times. The process of renewing your mind is continuous. It is a daily decision to let go of negativity, to feed your mind with uplifting thoughts, and to surround yourself with people who push you higher. The more you renew your mind, the more your life will transform. The doors that once seemed closed will open. The dreams that once felt impossible will become reality. The moment you shift your thinking, you unlock new levels of greatness. You were not created to live an average life. You were not designed to just exist, to go through the motions, or to settle for less than what you are capable of. You were created for greatness, There is something unique inside of you, something powerful, something the world has never seen before. No one else has your exact gifts, your exact purpose, or your exact journey. You were born with potential, filled with purpose, and destined to make an impact. Greatness is not about fame, money, or recognition. It is about living fully, using your gifts, and making a difference. It is about pushing past limitations, rising above obstacles, and refusing to settle for less than what you are capable of. The problem is that many people never step into their greatness because they allow fear, doubt, and the opinions of others to hold them back. They convince themselves that they are not good enough, not talented enough, or not worthy enough. But the truth is, the only thing standing between you and your greatness is your mindset. The journey to greatness starts with belief. If you do not believe in yourself, no one else will. You have to believe that you were created for something more. You have to believe that your past does not define you. Your failures do not disqualify you, and your struggles do not limit you. Every great person who has ever changed the world started with nothing but a belief in themselves and a willingness to keep going, no matter what. Obstacles will come, challenges will arise, and setbacks will happen. But greatness is not about having an easy path. It is about having the strength to keep moving forward when things get tough. It is about refusing to quit when life throws difficulties your way. The most successful people in the world did not get there because life was easy for them. They got there because they refused to give up. They saw every challenge as an opportunity to grow, every failure as a lesson, and every setback as a setup for something greater. Your gifts are not just for you. They are meant to impact others. When you step into your greatness, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage, your resilience, your determination, it all creates a ripple effect. You never know who is watching you, who is being motivated by your journey, or who needs to see you succeed so they can believe in themselves. Your greatness is not just about you. It is about the lives you will touch along the way. You were not created to live in fear. You were not created to blend in or play small. You were created to rise, to lead, to build, and to shine. Everything you need is already inside you. The only question is, will you step into it? Will you embrace the greatness you were born for? The choice is yours. And when you choose to walk in your purpose, nothing can stop you. Your mind is the most valuable resource you have, and what you feed it will determine the quality of your life. Just like the body needs the right nourishment to stay healthy, your mind needs the right information, thoughts, and experiences to stay strong. Guarding and feeding your mind is an intentional practice, one that requires you to be aware of what you expose yourself to, what you allow to take root in your thoughts, and what you choose to believe. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your future. So it is crucial to protect your mind from negativity and feed it with positivity, wisdom, and inspiration. One of the first steps in guarding your mind is being mindful of the information you consume. In today's world, there is an endless stream of information coming at us from all directions. Social media, news, conversations, advertisements, and so on. Not all of it is healthy. In fact, much of it is toxic and can plant seeds of fear, doubt, and negativity. You must be selective about what you allow to enter your mind. Be aware of how certain content makes you feel. Does it make you anxious, fearful, or upset? Does it inspire, motivate, or encourage you? The more you expose yourself to negativity, the more you will start to think negatively. The more you expose yourself to wisdom, positivity, and encouragement, the more your mindset will shift in a positive direction. Feeding your mind is about filling it with things that nurture your growth and push you toward your goals. One of the best ways to feed your mind is by reading books, listening to podcasts, or watching content that inspires and educates you. Choose material that helps you grow in your personal and professional life. Seek out knowledge that will expand your thinking, challenge your assumptions, and push you to think bigger. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the more capable you become of achieving your dreams. Another important way to feed your mind is by surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your mindset. If you are constantly around people who are negative, doubtful, or complacent, their attitudes will rub off on you. But when you surround yourself with people who are optimistic, driven, and inspiring, it raises your own level of thinking. Seek out relationships that encourage and challenge you to be your best self. Spend time with people who believe in your potential, who speak life into you, and who inspire you to dream bigger. Feeding your mind also means practicing self-care and mental wellness. It's not just about what you put into your mind, but also about how you take care of your mental health. Take time to relax, reflect, and disconnect from the chaos of life. Meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply taking a walk can help clear your mind and reduce stress. When you take care of your mind, you increase your mental clarity, focus, and resilience. Ultimately, guarding and feeding your mind is about being intentional. You have the power to choose what you think about, what you expose yourself to, and who you allow in your inner circle. Protect your thoughts and feed your mind with things that encourage growth, positivity, and purpose. The more you guard and feed your mind, the more you will unlock your full potential and step into the life you were meant to live.